Hello students. So today we will start new topic about the Himalayan river system. As you all know that Himalayan river system is divided into three categories. One is Indus river system, second one is Ganga river system, and third one is Brahmaputra river system. So first I am going to explain the Indus river system. So this river rises from the Mansarovar lake, which is in Tibet, and after originating from the Mansarovar, it enters in India in Ladakh, in Jammu and Kashmir. Then after entering in the Ladakh, in Jammu and Kashmir, many tributaries join it, like the Jaskar, the Nubra, the Shiok and the Hanja. They all join it in Jammu and Kashmir, especially in Kashmir. And the river Satluj, Beas, Ravi, Chenab and Jhelum join this river at Mithankot. And this Mithankot is in Pakistan. So the rivers Satluj, the Beas, the Ravi, the Chenab and the Jhelum, these are 5 rivers. So on the behalf of meeting point of these 5 rivers, the name of Punjab states arises. Punjab means meeting place of 5 rivers. And we are using only 20% water of Indus river. Rest water of Indus river is used by Pakistan. And the total length of this river is 2900 kilometers. And it is longest river in Asia. Then come to the Ganga river system. As you all are very well aware with the name Ganga. So this river is originated from Gangotri. So its main stream is Bhagirathi. Main river is Bhagirathi, and this river rises from Gangotri glacier, and it is joined by the Alaknanda. So Bhagirathi, with Bhagirathi, Alaknanda river joined at Devprayag, and from Devprayag it formed the Ganga. Means after the Devprayag we called it Ganga. Before that, Bhagirathi. So after Devprayag, this river enters in plain from the Haridwar. Then many tributaries like the Yamuna, the Kosi, the Ghagra, the Gandak join this river. The tributary Yamuna originates from the Yamunotri and it flows parallel to Ganga. And it meets Ganga at Allahabad. We call it Prayag. Allahabad in bracket Prayag. And we call this place Sangam, confluence. So Saraswati, Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati, all 3 rivers met there, but after some time Saraswati disappeared. But at confluence at Prayag, you can observe these 3 rivers. The Ghagra, the Kosi and the Gandak river rises in the Nepal Himalaya and bring flood during the rainy season. and enrich, or you can say make fertile the soil of that particular region. Many tributaries of Ganga come from the peninsular part. They are the Chambal, the Son and the Betava. After that, Ganga, after you can say joining by different tributaries, Ganga flows eastward till Farakka, and Farakka is in West Bengal. And after Farakka, it entered in Bay of Bengal. But before falling in Bay of Bengal, it met with Jamuna, or you can say Brahmaputra in Bangladesh. And here we call it Padma. So in Bangladesh, when Ganga joined Brahmaputra, at that time its name is Padma. After Padma name, after getting the name of Padma, it covered around 100 kilometers and joined one more river, and we call it Meghna. And then throughout the Bangladesh, and after that throughout the Bangladesh, its name is Meghna. As simply you can say in Bangladesh, when this river joined Jamuna or Brahmaputra, other name is Brahmaputra, at the time we called it Padma, and after covering a distance of 100 kilometers, its name changed and we called it Meghna in Bangladesh. Then come to the Brahmaputra river system. We know that Brahmaputra river originates from Mandsaur Lake in Tibet. And here in that part, we call it, we know this river by Sangpo. Sangpo is the name of Brahmaputra in Tibet. And it flows parallel to Himalaya. Parallel to Himalaya means this is Himalaya, so parallel to Himalaya up to here. So it flows parallel to Himalaya and near Namcha Barwa. Near Namcha Barwa, it is in Arunachal Pradesh. It enters in India. After making gorges, you can see U-shaped valley like this. So it entered in India and making U-shaped valley. And in Arunachal Pradesh, it is known as Dihang. Means when Brahmaputra river or Sangpo river entered in Arunachal Pradesh, we call it Dihang. And after that, many tributaries join it like Lohit, like Dibang. When these tributaries join it, after that, we call it Brahmaputra. Clear? So before entering in the plain of Assam, it become Brahmaputra. Now come to the Tibet. In Tibet, this river carries less silt and more volume of water due to cold and dry season. But in India, it passes a region of high rainfall. And at Assam, it makes a riverine lake called Majuli. So again I am repeating that in Tibet, this river carries very less amount of silt but more volume of water due to the cold and dry season. But when it entered in India, and in India it passes a region of heavy rainfall. So due to that, a lot of silt, a lot of water will find in that region, and it become disastrous for the people, those who are living in that particular region. So in Assam, when it entered in Assam, it makes so many riverine lakes. And one famous lake, riverine lake of that particular region is Majhu. And in Bangladesh, we call Brahmaputra Jamuna. And here, before entering in the Bangladesh, meet with Ganga and make world's largest delta, and we call that delta Sundarban Delta. So these are the explanation of Indian river system, Ganga river system and Brahmaputra river system. And you have to go through that. You have to learn all the names of different rivers and all name of all the places, because they all are very useful for you. Clear? Thank you.